Should I introduce myself again? Look. Just like that, the group was thrown into a panic, staring at Nicole in utter disbelief until a question broke the silence. You knocked Alice out? Why would you do that, Nicole?
Illusion shattered!
Receive my blessing.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
May I present? Branch into song.
Shine down!
Receive my blessing.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Lush as the moonlight.
Illusion shattered!
Receive my blessing.
Do not be afraid, for I am with you.
Branch into song. Surge. Lush as the moon.
Gather! Solidify!
There is no escape!
Receive my blessing.
Order guide you!
Illusion shattered!
Lush as the moon.
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Branch into song.
Shine down! There is no escape!
Solidify!
Receive my blessing.
Unions converge.
Branch into song.
Illusion shattered!
Stabilize!
Surge.
Receive my blessing.
Gather!
There is no escape!
Branch into song.
Flame.
This is order! Solidify!
Shine down!
Lush as the moon.
Gather!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Witness my
Illusion shattered!
Beautiful. Flame.
There is no escape!
Receive my blessing.
Shower me with praise.
Branch into song.
Shine down!
The shall be. Present!
Lush as the moon.
Surge!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
The show begins!
Shine down!
Receive my blood.
Surge! Strike a pose!
There is no escape! Shine down!
Lush as the moon.
There is no escape! The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life... Shine down!
Branch into song.
There is no escape!
Lush as the moon.
Shine down!
Receive my blessing.
There is no escape!
Lush as the moonlight.
Illusion shattered!
Shower me with
Receive my blessing.
surge!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Stay your hand.
There is no escape! Shine down!
Shower me with...
Lush as the moon.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Branch into song.
Surge.
Illusion shattered!
The show begins!
Do not be afraid.
This realm is... If you ever have... Ad Astra... Thank you for completing... Ad Astra... the very picture of calm, Nicole raised a finger and replied, "Alice has exhausted her strength. She'd be nothing but a burden out here on the battlefield. Now, we can take her to rest." But without Alice, how can we possibly hope to be a match for Rhindaughter? The group wondered, dismissing Nicole's suggestion. Seeing their frowns of doubt, Nicole stepped forward.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Kids come over.
What am I now, you ask? Just a human who's lost her voice.
Now, now, dear.
Vacation.
This is just a temporary slip along the way.
This is clearly
The actual
some sort of
vacation comes right
exile.
after this. I promise.
Ready for a rehearsal? I shall be your guide. Strike a pose! Off to the freezer! Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. It's such defiance. A little loose. Think you can get away? Here we go. Yahoo! Off to the freezer. Let's play. The audacity! A little elusive! I think not. Be gone! Off to the freezer! I think not. Time for takeoff. Wouldn't brace yourself. Our little secret. A little amuse-bouche. Strike a pose. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Here we go! May I present? Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Off to the freezer! Be gone! Here we go! How brilliant! can get away? Yahoo! I think not. Let's play! I live within you. Off to the freezer! Brace yourself! Time for takeoff! Yoo-hoo! Here we go! Be gone! Brace yourself! Strike a pose! Such defiance!
A little mood boost!
Add Astra. Thank you for completing. Add Astra. Leaving already? Hey! Barbie! Aren't you forgetting something? Like a whole bunch of stuff you were supposed to give me? Nonsense. Your arrival is more or less in line with Barbie's prophecy. Though, to be honest, I did think you'd be here a little later. Anyway, before we get down to business, it might be best if you two have something to eat? No, of course not. But my hearing happens to be quite sharp, and I heard Paimon's stomach rumbling a mile away.
Whoa! Paimon's stomach is rumbling for two! We must both be super famished!
Don't you worry about that. I've got plenty of cookies and cake, and as you know, nothing bad ever happened to hungry travelers who accepted food from a witch.
Oh, Paimon's so full! No matter how much she puts in her tummy, there's always more on her plate.
Is she the champion eater from Natlan's Collective of Plenty? Alice mentioned her to me once. Apparently, she's a fascinating young lady. I imagine if she were to attend one of our parties, we'd need to set out 3, maybe even 7 plates.
Paimon really can't eat anymore. She's coming apart at the seams. Can we get down to business now? Sorry.
All right. I gather you're here to deliver my homework. The one that Barbie prophesized? Nothing of the sort. We were discussing something completely different. The moon's massive shift has knocked her hydromancy out of whack. So she needs to head back for a while to undergo a period of silent meditation. While she's away, I'll be taking over responsibility for everyone's homework. I also plan to help her add the next round of homework to the dictionary.
Huh. You can just swap the person in charge like that?
Not like I had much choice. Before Barbie and Alice even told me about it, they'd already inscribed my special homework in the dictionary. As much as I'd like to erase the whole thing and keep on casually observing the world, Alice is busy maintaining Tivat's borders, and Barbie is off realigning her hydromancy. Octavia didn't bother to come back, and you can forget about Rhindaughter. The other mages all have their own affairs to attend to, so the duty of supervising this homework has fallen to me. There really are. I don't even know how long it's been since we all got together to make this a proper tea party. In any case, as long as I finish my homework, my story will be officially inscribed in the dictionary. After that, I'll be able to go back to observing and guiding. So, traveler, Paimon, it's time to deliver your message. What's my homework? Oh, and since this doesn't count as a prophecy, just something Barbie and Alice came up with 10 minutes ago, there probably isn't any useful information to be found in that dictionary you're carrying.
You're right, Nicole. We had to look before coming over, and there aren't any detailed instructions at all. There's only these 2 sentences.
All right, that first sentence was clearly written by Barbie, but I bet my bottom more it was Alice who added the second. Anyway, let's get cracking on this homework. Just let me think. Where should we begin? Huh? Oh, Barbie gave me a rundown of my tasks just now. Basically, I just need to go to a few homework locations, make sure everything's up to scratch, and conduct some field work.
Wait a minute. Paimon thought she was giving you a prophecy. How does a rundown count as a prophecy?
Well, you see, I naturally view anything Barbie says to me as some sort of prophecy. Besides, when Barbie wrote this homework of mine, all she actually did was flip straight to the final page of my story and tell me the ending in advance. What do you mean? This homework had to be delivered by you. That's a very important step. Certain formalities must be observed in order for homework to count. But we can talk about that later. Anyway, enough dawdling. Come on, follow me. We're going to... Yes, that seems like as good a place as any.
Just like that? Hold on. How are we supposed to get the...
All right, we're here. This Sealy Court has some really great views, don't you think? See that spot over there? That's the starting point. Did I use it to get us here faster? You bet I did! These Sealy Courts are connected to the ley lines, and nobody really uses them. They're very handy when it comes to traveling about. Besides, the Sealy and I used to be angels, so we're old colleagues. I'm sure they won't mind me borrowing their homes every once in a while. Yes, I read about that in the dictionary. Based on how it ended, you and Lord Barbados must have played quite a beautiful tune. Such a shame that Barbie couldn't hear a single note. When Alice heard about it, she laughed so hard her hat nearly fell off. How about we head to the next location, which should be...
Is this Wolvendam? Doesn't seem like the best place for doing homework.
This is the nearest Sealy Court to where we're going. Don't worry, we're not far from the starting point.
Whoa! Where did all those wolves jump out from? Hey! We're not here to hurt you! We're friends with Razor!
That's right. That child already claimed victory in the battle he was destined to fight. As long as he stands beside his Lupercal, I believe he can overcome any foe. I'm sure his Lupercal feels the same way too. All right, that's about it for this place. I could do with a good rest. Come on, let's go. Time to head back for a cup of...
Whoa! When did this door appear?
This looks like Alice's handwriting. Let's take a look. Thanks for your help with the homework. Now hurry home and have a hot cup of tea. P.S. There is a surprise waiting behind this door. Hurry home? Wait a second. Why does this door look so familiar? There's no way it could lead to...
Somewhere new? Hey, isn't this...
No wonder Alice wanted to borrow the lodge key. She said she wanted to set up a tea room, even though I told her I already had one. It symbolizes the completion of guidance, the end of a journey, and the fulfillment of prophecy. You've followed Sealy before, right? Only when a Sealy returns to its Sealy court does its guidance come to an end. So, to give this unwelcome homework a clear conclusion, Barbie and Alice must have built a Sealy court right here. This is the only way for my story to be inscribed among everyone else's without interfering with their own homework. not all that different. Once upon a time, we were all angels after all. But that doesn't really matter. What's important is what it symbolizes. It's like writing a novel. As long as the main outline is there, there'll always be a way to flesh out the details so the pieces fall into place. As long as I take my seat, this homework of mine will be officially over. It's a nice touch, but it feels like the ending to a story written on the fly. If Anya were here, I'm sure she'd have come up with something more clever. Don't you worry. That's an essential element as well.
Hey, a treasure chest! Now this homework's starting to make sense.
What did I tell you? It seems like this has been a fruitful little excursion after all. And it seems my story has been formally inscribed in the dictionary, which means that today's homework ends here, and also that there'll be a formal tutor to provide guidance on all future assignments. Well, that depends on what assignments are assigned. Personally, I'd love nothing more than to bury chests for people to find by completing their homework. I'd leave clues and watch them enjoy a merry little treasure hunt. Now that would be fun. But Barbie's been keeping a close eye on me, so I'm not sure I'll get the chance.
This realm is... If you ever have... Hello. This is your garden, so it is my turn to greet you first. Not really. No, that's not the issue. It's just, you've been my guest so often up till now. Now that I am suddenly the guest, I find myself unused to it. What should I do? Chat with you, or perhaps play games together? Really? In that case, can I stroll about, singing as I do? Can I take a nap anywhere I choose, should I wish to rest? And would it be alright to pick some of the plants you've planted? You know, as you sometimes do with Moonfall Silver at Silver Moon Hall. Only a jest. So long as they will help you on your journey, I would never object. You've created a very pleasant environment here. I'm already satisfied to just enjoy it in peace. I wonder, should I try decorating Silvermoon Hall as well? Hello, this is your garden, so... Sure. I might need you to start us off, though. I don't usually chat with others. Even when I was with the Fatui, I mostly sat in a corner during meetings and refrained from participating in debates. Most of the topics were boring anyway. Someone wants this or to fight for that, and nobody would give an inch. More vexing was how they would sometimes seek out my opinion. My eyes were always closed, and so they assumed that I was listening in silence. In truth, most of the time I was either sleeping or simply not thinking about anything at all. But responding was not an issue. At times like those, I would pick one of the questioners and indicate that they were right. That always did the trick. If Regrator or the Rooster were arguing, I'd side with the latter. And if the Doctor and Arlecchino were locked in a debate, I'd pick Arlecchino. The captain was always in the right, and while Sandrone could be quite stubborn, she was generally right as well. And if the captain and Sandrone were to ask me at the same time? That was quite rare. And were it to actually happen, I'd say that both sides had a point. They're both very independent-minded. My opinions would not alter their judgment. What did you want to talk to me about again? Is that so? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. In truth, I prefer speaking with Kuhenki rather than humans. Their thinking is pure and simple, and they do not hide their thoughts. Let's play. Tell me a story. I want to sleep. There's something nice over there. Seen through their eyes, the world is simple and beautiful. Hello, this is your garden. I'm already here as your guest. Would it really be appropriate to have you fulfill my requests as well? Very well then. In truth, I do have something I need help with. Lauma said that she would introduce me to the Frost Moon Scions of today, in the hope that I might integrate into this family. I'm glad she said so, but also a little worried. I rarely interact much with strangers, so I worry that I may not be capable of keeping up the conversation. I do not wish to make them feel uncomfortable. Could you help me rehearse? Or rather, simulate situations I might encounter? It's simple. Ask me questions that the Scions might ask, and I will answer. If my reply is inappropriate, let me know. I know, but this is a rare opportunity, and I wish to get along better with them, so... Then, let's begin. I will. I'll travel, won't I? That means I'll leave. Oh, I see. I will be clear. Sure. No. If your child happens to be a Rhyme-horned deer... Very well. No. Sandrone of the Fatui, and Arlecchino too. They are quite curious as to my life here. Huh? They mustn't see? Would they not approve? I see. In that case, I'd like to invite Malaus, Mr. Albedo, and Miss Nicole. Malaus and Mr. Albedo are talented artists, while Miss Nicole is a gifted writer. I'd like them to chronicle the happy lives that the Frost Moon Scions lead today. Yes, and as for Sandrone and Arlecchino, I shall sneak them in when the opportunity presents itself. Yes, And I will not. My answers are not yet good enough, are they? We should practice more if we have the chance.
Wow, this place is just like the one in that story Boss Neff told me. A treasure, hidden in the middle of the desert, that can only be opened with a password. It's just a shame I came here alone. I'm no master thief. I need a crew. I'm eating well, sleeping well, and living really well. What's not to like? Eh? Is it really that obvious? Fine, you got me. I hardly slept a wink last night. I was tossing and turning for ages before I finally managed to nod off. It's just, everything here is way too nice. The bed's so soft, the blanket's so light, and it's all so peaceful. Yeah, that's just how I am. The cozier the place, the less comfortable I get. Makes it impossible to relax and get some real rest. Even if I try and force myself to sleep, the second I get close, my eyes always snap back open. Then I either jump up and look around or slide my hand under the pillow to see if anything's there. It's instinctive. Of course, most of the time I'm alone and there's nothing under my pillow. So I can lie back down, bathed in a cold sweat, and start to savor the feeling of insomnia. When I first arrived at the curatorium, it was pretty serious. Eventually, I had to sneak out and lie on the lobby couch to get any sleep at all. And when I woke up, there was Neff, petting Ashru and smiling at me. It almost scared me to death. Not really, but Neff bought me a bunch of, I can't remember what they're called. But they're some kind of special mat from Inazuma. She had them laid out on the floor for me, said I could try sleeping on top of them if I ever had trouble sleeping, and that way, at least I wouldn't get cold. Neff's so good to me! That's why she's the nicest, loveliest, bestest boss in the whole world. I'm fine, really. I've already mastered the art of getting used to a new bed. Just give me some time. No need to fuss. Wow, a treasure. No prob. What did you want to talk about? Or should I say, what do you want me to teach you? Lockpicking, diving, trap setting, mixing laxatives, or maybe even some sleight of hand? I can teach it all. You just say the word. Oh, those are just a few little tricks I picked up along the way. Boss Neff had nothing to do with it. She's got her area of expertise, and I've got mine. Sure, she's an absolute legend when it comes to the big stuff. Totally unstoppable, crazy resourceful, and smart. Always 10 steps ahead. But once she's dealt with the high-level stuff, someone's gotta tie off all the loose ends. That's my time to shine. After all, behind every great boss is a reliable assistant. You don't get to work in the curatorium of secrets without a few special skills. Even Ashru knows how to wave customers in and show them where to sit. Still, I don't really know what Neff's thinking. Having me as the only full-time employee in the whole place? When I first started, I figured we were just understaffed. Turns out, the real heavy hitters in the curatorium are all lurking in the shadows. All Neff has to do is snap her fingers and poof! They appear, and then... Yeah, totally!
So you've read that light novel too? Too bad the curatorium doesn't have anything like that. Truth is, I really am the only employee. Boss Neff. Oh, great, Boss Neff! Why won't you hire more help? Every day I'm running all over the place doing errands, and when there's too much, you still have to step in yourself. You might not be tired, but I sure am. Hey, you're pretty awesome. Why don't you come work at the curatorium? Neff would so... Oh, no, that's not right. Knowing Neff, she'd probably say, our long-established partnership with the Traveler is working perfectly well as is. Why disturb the status quo? Formalizing our collaboration would simply create superfluous admin. It's easy when you spend as much time with her as I do. Still, I really wish she'd employ someone else. Come on, Boss Neff. Pretty please. Wow, a treasure. Could I pet that finch for a bit? It's Tubby, right? Oh, she's so big and so cute! She can understand? Wow, I thought only someone special like Lauma would be able to talk to her. Then, what about Chubby? That other finch who sometimes drops by? Can I talk to him too? Oh, right! Tubby and Chubby are teapot spirits, not finches. Anyway, I'm gonna go prep some fruit and take it to Tubby. It'll be my first time talking to a teapot spirit. Now, what should I ask about? Yoo-hoo! A little amusement. Think you can get away? Yahoo! Such defiance. Here we go. Let's play. Time for takeoff. Alice! Barbie! Strike a pose! Yahoo! Yeah! Ah! I think not. Let's play! Off to the freeze! Yoo-hoo! Think you can get away? Here we go! Let's play!
So much for that novel.
Strike a pose! Brace yourselves! Yeah! A dash of frosting! Yahoo! Yeah! Yoo-hoo! Hey, for takeoff. Yahoo! Let's play! Think you can get away? Yahoo! Strike a pop! Such defiance! Let's play! A little amuse. The show begins!
Metaphors speak. For themselves.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Stay close and you will live.
I've been waiting for you for ages. need to lend you some moonlight.
All here shall bend
I see
to my
everything.
will.
Shower me with praise!
Illusion shattered!
Grow, grow, grow! May I?
There is no escape! Shine down!
The show! This may hurt a little. Surge.
There is no escape!
Committed to memory. May I? Grow, grow.
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
This may hurt a little.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Wayne,
Grow, grow. Oh, brilliant! Everyone hold hands. Surge. Committed to memory. May I? This may hurt a little.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
The show begins. Grow, grow, grow.
Shine down!
Get back!
I see everything.
Snatch it from my grasp! You won't distract me this time!
There is no escape!
Everyone hold hands.
Wayne,
Just like a little buzzing
Shine
fly.
down!
A petty trick.
There is no escape!
All here shall bend my
I see
will.
everything! Committed to memory!
Illusion shattered!
Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom! Oh, brilliant! Committed to memory!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
This may turn a little.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Committed to memory! Surge! Let the world collide!
There is no escape!
Grow, grow, grow! Stop! Committed to memory! Grow, grow! Surge!
Illusion shattered!
This may turn a little. Grow, grow, grow!
There is no escape!
The show begins! This may turn a little. Committed to memory!
Illusion shattered!
This may turn a little.
Get back!
Everyone hold hands!
Snatch it from my grasp! Ha! You won't distract me this time!
There is no escape!
Hey! Surge! Committed to memory!
Just like a
Illusion
little
shattered!
fly! Trick!
Grow, grow, grow! Sharing my knowledge! Demons converge!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Committed to memory!
Shine down!
Burn all before you! Blade of the final
This
blade!
may turn a little.
You won't distract me this time!
Illusion shot!
Grow, grow, grow! Make yourselves a room! Strike a pop!
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
May I
that I've longed for.
Follow me, and bask in the soft light of...
Bow before me, worm!
Receive my blessing. Shower me with praise.
Lush as the moon.
Illusion shattered!
Perish! More power! I am the all-knowing God!
Illusion shattered!
Burn to oblivion! Kneel! Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world.
Leave this place.
Possible.
There is no...
I can't. Again.
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
The Spina's on the case!
Shine down! Insolent!
The show... A proper send-off from the Spina.
Ready! There is no escape!
Watch out! Watch out!
Shine down! There is no escape!
Watch out!
Illusion shut! Into the shadows. Shine down! Illusion shattered!
This one's got your name on it! Oh, brilliant!
Shine down! Ready!
Watch out! Strike a punch!
Before you stands an angel who has wandered this earth for millennia, she replied. Upon her declaration, the clouds parted, a golden staircase unfolding at her feet, and with a simple step, Nicole began to ascend the stairs of divinity.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Let's go stretch our legs while the flavors are mingling.
A little amuse boost! Shower me with this! Time for takeoff. Here we go! Begone! Think you can get away? Brace yourself! Yoo-hoo! A dash of
I think not.
Here we go! Strike a pop! Off to the freezer! Time for takeoff. Let's play! A dash of frost! Yahoo! Think you can get away? Yeah! Here we go! Yeah! Begone! Yeah! Shower me with a little amuse. Yeah! Yeah!
making sculptures is my
A dash of... Yoo-hoo! A burst of flavor!
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves. Here we go. Strike a pose. Let's play.
such defiance.
Off to the freezer!
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Not out here. This is just a temporary sleep.
Shower me with praise!
Shine down! There is no... Shine down!
Who's there?
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Who's there?
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Oh, brilliant! Add Astra.
Thank you for
Add Astra.